It's good to be with you on this Thursday, and I trust you're having a good July 4th week. If you're off this week, I trust it's a refreshing blessing. And whatever your situation is, the Lord is good. Now, I'm sure many pulpits used 2 Chronicles 7:14 as a text last Sunday. It's a very appropriate text. We did not use that. We emphasized the need to solve the problem by fulfilling the heart cry of the Lord in the commissions that he gave between the resurrection and the ascension. But this is a very appropriate verse. Solomon prays in chapter 6, there at the dedication of the temple, knowing the hearts that are so deceitful of the people and realizing someday they might turn from the Lord. And he asks God that if they'll turn back, for God to protect the people. And the Lord's answer in verse 14 of chapter 7 to the 6th chapter, the prayer there is a very familiar verse. We probably all could quote it. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now, this is a specific promise to Israel, but for us as believers, God will do this for us when we turn back to him. He will heal our lives. He will take us no matter where we've been in our life and cause us to be transformed and our thinking changed. And even what we've done, he will use as trials, the consequences, to enable us to be strong for the future. And when there are enough believers, well, then God will touch any country for the sake of the gospel going forward. And so this is a very, very important promise that God gives. When, as he says in the previous verse, when he shuts up the heavens and when there is a pestilence and all these different things, the key is for God's people to realize what God is doing, speaking especially of our individual lives as believers in the New Testament day. And we need to humble ourselves, pray, let God work in our hearts, and God will meet our need. And then in verse 15, the Lord says, now mine eyes shall be open, and mine ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place. And we are now the temple of the Holy Spirit. God will hear our cry. And so many times discouragement does not come from all the situations around, though that may seem like where they're coming. The main discouragement's right in here. When there's famine in our life, when there's pestilence in our life, we need to realize that God wants us to turn to him. And if he does, he'll hear, he'll answer, he'll heal, he'll do it. And what a difference that'll make. So today, as we think of our country turning to the Lord, it starts with us. May God give us that kind of heart.